Hello children. So this video is all about the unit revision of biology, the lesson plant anatomy and plant physiology. So you have already seen the video of plant anatomy and plant physiology. So now you will be having a test today on this unit. Okay. Before going into the revision, let me explain you about the question paper pattern of it. So in this test you will be having only 2 marks, short answers only. So in physics you will be writing 5 short answers, each carries 2 marks, so totally 10 marks. And in chemistry also you will be writing 5 short answers, totally 10 marks. And biology also you will be writing 5 short answers, each carries 2 marks, totally 10 marks. So science on the whole you will be writing for 30 marks. So you will be given 6 questions, and in that you will be allowed to pick only 5 and you can write. So you have 5 on 6 answers. So this is the pattern of the question paper. Okay, now let me revise you each of the topic and so that you can have an idea while studying. So what are the topics that you have to concentrate more is, first, the starting of the topic itself, it is about tissues. So the definition of the tissue will be given and how it is being divided. So learn that properly because that is the base of everything. And the tissue system, how it is divided into. So the tissue system, first we will see tissues. Tissues is a group of cells. It has similar or dissimilar structures and functions, and it is of 2 types, meristematic and permanent. So that you have to learn. And tissue system means there are 3 types: epidermal, ground tissue system and vascular tissue system. So you have to learn each of its meaning and what is its function and what are the components of the tissue system. So epidermal means the epidermis is there, the epidermal outgrowth is there, the cuticle is there. What is the function of it? Respiration, transpiration. So all these things you have to learn under epidermal. And ground tissue means you should mention. It may be asked. It may be asked to explain about ground tissue system or explain about dermal tissue system, like that. It may be asked. And finally, vascular tissue might be asked, what is vascular tissue? So you should be able to write that xylem and phloem together forms a vascular tissue system. So these are the types of questions, and its classification is those 3 types only. And next is the internal structure. So we have 6 internal structures, that is monopod root, dipod root, monopod stem, dipod stem, and monopod leaf, dipod leaf. So you have 6 internal structures of root, stem and leaf. So you have to be thorough with all of it. You should learn all the diagrams, and I ask the endodermis of the dipod root or the endodermis of the monopod leaf. So it may be anything. Question may be asked like that. So you should learn each of its content. You should know what is epidermis, you should know what is cortex, you should know what is epiblema, you should know what is pericycle, pith and everything. So learn all of it, all the 6 internal structures. You should have an outer sketch of it. You should know what it is. So be thorough with all the internal structures of stem, root and leaf. So there is a compulsory question in these internal structures. Okay, then we have some differences between monopod, leaf, stem and root. So all the 3 we have monopod and dipod root differentiation. So a question is compulsory, will be coming from the difference between monopod and dipod leaf, monopod and dipod root, monopod and dipod stem. So from 3 of these, a compulsory one differentiation question will be asked. So be thorough with the differentiation also between the monopod and dipod. Okay. So next is about plastids. So we are from plant anatomy, we are moving into plant physiology. So plastids means what is plastids? You should know what is plastids. What are the three types of plastids and its meaning, and you should know about chloroplast and the process of photosynthesis, and you will be having light reaction and dark reaction. These are the reaction taking place in photosynthesis. So that also you should know. Learn all the chemical equations properly, that may also be asked, and learn the cycle also. And next is by mitochondria. So in mitochondria you should know what is mitochondria, that it is a double membrane and it is the powerhouse of the cell, the structure of it. You should be able to draw the structure of the mitochondria and function of it. So the list of the functions of mitochondria may also be asked. So learn mitochondria thoroughly. And next is aerobic and non-aerobic respiration. So when respiration is happening in the presence of oxygen, it is known as aerobic respiration. When the respiration is happening without the presence of oxygen, then it is known as non-aerobic respiration. So a differentiation question also may be asked, or else I may ask what is the aerobic respiration or what is non-aerobic respiration. Explain aerobic respiration with the chemical equation. So anything may be asked. So you should know what is aerobic respiration, you should know what is non-aerobic respiration and the chemical equation of it. And finally the last topic is respiratory quotient. So you should know what is respiratory quotient. With the formula you have to write. So the formula carries 1 mark. So the definition of the formula. So like this also may be asked. Compulsory diagram question is there. So you should you have a compulsory only diagram will be asked, that will carry 2 marks. Content, no theory content, only diagram will be asked from this unit. So go through all the diagrams. So diagrams means mainly the internal structure of dicot and monocot root, dicot and monocot leaf, dicot and monocot stem. So learn all of those 3 internal structures, and you have the different types of vascular bundles. So that also you learn. You have the diagram of mitochondria, that also you learn. So from these diagrams, a compulsory diagram question will be asked. So while drawing the diagram question, what you have to do is draw the diagram and mark all the parts on the right side of your right side. So it should be, all the parts should be marked on the right side on the same level. So don't mark on both the sides. Draw it neatly. While drawing the anatomical structures of root, stem and leaf, each of these cells should be clearly differentiated. The epidermis should be separately seen, the cortex should be separately seen, and the center vascular bundle, it should be separately seen. So each of these cells should differentiate. So draw it very neatly. While studying itself, draw the diagram, practice to draw the diagram, and then you can present it on the paper. So this is all about the topics in the plant anatomy. So let me give you a short recap from the first. The question paper pattern will be, you will be writing short answers, 6 out of 5. 5 short answers in physics and 5 short answers in chemistry and 5 short answers in biology, and totally you will be writing for 30 marks. The topics that you should concentrate is tissue system and its classification, the internal structure of dicot and monocot root, dicot and monocot stem, and dicot and monocot leaf, and the differentiation between monocot leaf and monocot and dicot leaf, monocot and dicot root, and monocot and dicot stem. So from the 3 of these differentiation, a question will be asked. And you should know what is plastids and what are the types of plastids, and about chloroplast, its structure and photosynthesis process, so the chemical equation of it, and the light and dark reaction that is being included in photosynthesis. This cycle also you should know, and the structure of mitochondria and the function of mitochondria, and aerobic and non-aerobic respiration. What is aerobic respiration and what is non-aerobic respiration will be equation you have to learn. And finally, respiratory quotient. What is respiratory quotient and its formula. So these are all the topics that you are to be covered in the unit test. And finally, what I would like to tell is, give a very neat presentation. So you will be seeing many new words in this unit. So learn all the spellings properly. If you have difficulty in learning, write and see. The diagrams are very important in this unit. So while learning itself, draw once roughly and see whether you can present it properly. So that's all. The content should be clear, the spelling should be correct, and the diagram should be very neatly presented. So these are the things expected in your unit test. And since you are writing only 2 mark questions, don't write it for 2-3 sides. It should be very short according to what the mark is given. So much only you should write. Since it is 2 marks, for the level of 2 marks, how much points you should include? You should include between 3 to 4 points. That is enough for a 2 mark. So try to cover so much points. So the point should be very picky. The answer should be very precise and crisp. All the key points should be there in that 4 points itself. So these are the things that you should remember while writing this test. Learn properly, children. All the best for your test. Thank you.